muganda wange tusanise okuddamu okuweeraba oba okwewuliza era nga bulijjo tuli ku bwino jjukira nti no buli nsonga yonna tugisoosowaza weeba yeetagisiza okusoosowaza era tutandikirawo omulundi guno ndire mukwano gwange avudde mu Gulumagana era ng'omukulu omu musawo Josh nsanyusa okulaba bagamba ki abantu baffe
abantu bali tebalina buzibu tweyagala nga bakeza okugamba Mukama akyafuga era akyafugira ddala.
Abasawo ennaku zino mubadde mwetiisa amawulire mwakozeemu omulimu abamu bagamba asimanya jangu nga bbiri meka tojja oli saidi omanyi nga twabatidde
ebintu ebimu tekyetaaga omanyi bagamba tekiba kirungi kukonkona ng'oyagala ogulibwa ekintu ky'otaasobole kati ensonga eyo kanjireke wange kanjibuuke
bakibuusa abamu bekakasa nti oyo otajja tukukulira mbere oyo tajja kola naye mukyo ethics zammwe bwe nazisomyewo tezeetaaga bintu ebyo mulina kuba ku neutral ground.
Kituufu tulina okuba ku neutral ground naye in reality worldwide you cannot separate health from politics. Why? Tosobola gamba nti nze katugeze ndi musawo w'ekakiri sikwatagana na politics ya mulwaki ojja kujogamba njagala kuba olukungaana njigiriza abantu kubikwatagana n'obulwadde naye jjukira olukungaana kulukulo olina okugenda wa CID manya n'ofuna ereeta wagundi manya wagundi so it's hard to separate but in all ways values should stand. Exactly. We have what we call ethical values, medical ethical values that should stand. But everyone has the right to belong wherever you want as long as you're above 18 and you know what you okubeera ne HIV kubanu ng'okubeera ne sente teri muntu avaayo kizunye omuntu kuva inaganze nyina sente sente zambula tekibule HIV omaga ndi mulamu naye olaba ku statistics 58% balwadde bebalibwa so ovakisiiri muggwe n'omanya nti these are my values, this is what I should do, this is not what I should do.
Okay, omulundi guno nja tukwate ku nsonga emu eri rampant nnyo mu maka mu bawala mu masomero eya infections. Ebintu bingi nnyo infections ezibeera mu baana abawala otutwala oba abakyala naye ng'oluusi tamanyi bwaziyiza tamanyi wazibona tamanyi stage ki gyerimu kati eno zirabika zitya okusookera ddala njagala onnyonnyole infections kyeki kubanga kisusse
actually waliwo eddwaliro erimu lye tubaddeko abakyala nga beemulugunya obwana obuto nga neonates abakamala okuzaala kyomwana wange buli mutwala ku ddwaliro bagamba infection tebagamba ki ekimuluma naye buli mutwala bagamba infection teri agamba nti oba alwadde musujja oba kine buli kyebawandiika infection kiki. Infection comes from the word called infestation kiringa okukireeta in layman's language kubeera ng'oli being attacked, being infested by something which is not right. For example, in kajete mu Uganda, ne example ti wobeera katugeze oli mu makaagwe ekiro nga weebase n'olumbibwa ababeera mu kyalo mubitegeera n'olumbibwa ensanafu ekiro naye ng'obadde nezikuinfestinga. In other words, something being there but when it's not supposed to be there but which is resulting into a harmful situation. For example, ogenda batesting wana bagamba nti alina infection. Lwaki singa bagamba nti alina infection? It takes another level to clarify which type of infection. But most of our clinics, they don't have.
They didn't go up to that level.
But you can suspect okusinziira ku signs, symptoms, duration. Omusawo yenna omutendeka asobola okumanya nti okusinziira ku presentation za signs and symptoms of this particular kid and the tests we have made, irabika kubanga alina katugeze nga malaria or this kind of bacterial infection or viral infection. So are treating bacteria infection sinzira ku kyabakoze naye n'ata clarifying So by the time it got someone to clarify, then it has gone to the next level. But in all ways, bagamba infection, kubanga someone can be infested by bacteria, then they treat the bacteria thing. But okudda ku chogambi, these days is rampant in ladies and young girls. It is not only in ladies and young girls, even us men. We have, but simply because, as we know, ladies easily come out, and they are so. Wabanga obadde n'omwana ewakanga muwala, you realize nti abaana abawala they are so sensitive to their bodies kusinga abalenzi. Kulabirako omuwala butonde nti omwana we yekoona akagere ajanga akaaba, naye omulenzi we yekoona akagere adde n'asamba n'omupiira. No one can, I think it is psychological, yetambulira n'akagere. So likewise nti omwana omulenzi wawuliramu some small difficulties katugeze nga afuka nawuliramu pain, suspecting maybe oba niba sebubi ekiba issue. Therefore the girl babeera nyo so sensitive, what is happening, atandika kukirowooza. In reality they say men we hear words but women experience words. Kikyentegeeza nti omuwala ozuuka ku makya omukyala n'omugamba nti enviri zezo zirabika bubi, mutuufu at experiencing another nti enviri zirabika bubi, naye kati nze ozuuka ku makya nengamba papa ekitwe ekyo nga kyakiwalaata. You don't care. But as we just see in the next minute, mbasi chidu. Oba tichidiga na. Naye mukazi ayinza okudda mu mirror era naye naye enviri zange zinombi. Ne kimubeera ko within 2-3 days ogenda osanga nga akyusize enviri. Oh, is it a saga? Yeah. Now I'm telling out of experience. I had my friend ngasibye enviri.
We hear words.
For men hear words, but women experience words.
Kugamba mewo mugamba oli mubi.
Ye mutufa erabira ddala ta ali mubi. Agenda mu mira ne yerabira ddala.
N'oba
omulimba. So I told my friend, man, zine viri zosibye nga za kala sizitegeera. Kala siyamu. Nga tusanga nga obeera osanga n'omuwala. Nga man fe twabiranga nankulabi.
Gwe n'okiva nako.
Twabiranga nankulabi. Naye nga abaana basibe eviri zibeera zino ze bambala eza red. Jesi nga tusanga. Oche twabalabanga nga bakola. Jesi nga tusanga. Imanyeko abeera nankulabi mmanyi kyentegeeza eriyoti. Nedda. Kati nga tusanga zinde mbiva. Nagenda okusanga omuwala ekya kakyusiza enviri.
Wabuyisiza
wangamba enviri zange zifaanana zitya?
Zabadde
ensaaga nawe nangamba myaya munange nze lwaki buli omwanda bati nfaanana bwe. In other words, for them they experience words. So as guys we should be so mindful of the words we tell them.
Kugamba abakyala bano naturally ebintu bibakuba mangu.
Yes.
For abasajja at least persisting.
Yes.
It is nature. Yeah. Ekibuuzo infection zino nze nanga bana mbatwala. Ne bamukebera nagamba infection. What makes omuzadde nze atamanyi omanyi kitunyiiza ffe abayita abaana baffe. You don't classify infection eno yeno. Wabula omwana nalwala infection ne muzayo nti infection yadde mutawaanya ne kugamba nobeeranga ojjanjaba infection naye nga tabakugambye which kind of infection. Maybe we need some explanation into omanyi infection eno yaleeteddwa kino oba yeno. Naye you find nze nange omukulu tukusanze muneka infection. Oba ntegedde ne mukyala n'akomawo infection. Then n'omwana n'ogamba okay edda twajjanjabanga malaria, typhoid, diarrhea n'abakugambirawo nti omwana tumusanzemu malaria. Essaawa eno infection kiri mu bracket kugamba ate ffe mu luzungu mulizo okuba mu lusawo infection tulaba nga kiri general. So maybe that is where we go wrong.
To clarify more about that, infection nga we nagambe kwe kubeera infested. Oyinza okuba ne fungal infection olina akutunulira nga ku mubiri oba nga omubiri gwe guyina some changes oba nga guyina some things that are not normal okusinziira ku signs and symptoms how they present. Nagambe oyina fungal infection. Oba ne bakurwaninga CBC test ne bagenda mu lab ne bagamba oyina bacterial infection kusinziira. But maybe gwe kyembeera mwagala tumuntu agambe nti kati omanyi oyina diarrhea.
Definitely.
Diarrhea, anyone actually can even see it from the physical presentation. You don't need to go to the lab test. There are those particular signs omuntu wabanga aina running stomach nga dilating nga when he does there are those particular signs that you know someone has diarrhea nga togenze mu lab. But now I think things have evolved. There are things we no longer see physically. That's why when you go in the clinic these days they are not allowing self-treatment. Why? You may be experiencing signs of malaria when you have typhoid. Yeah. That's why when you go to the hospital, it is allowed before taking medication to do a lab test. Why? Yes. You know which specific thing you're targeting, which specific infection actually you're targeting. Because you may be feeling bacterial infection, but when maybe it is viral infection. So when you do the test, you know which type of infection you're being targeted.
A question. Infection is, you know, chigambo chipi. Tizari wedda.
I may not clearly say Zariwo or Tezariwo, but the truth is anything that anyway, because of treating with those days, Omani, Abakade Bafaveda, they used to be very wise. I don't know how they used to identify these local herbs. And treat themselves. But the truth is infections were there because anything that causes it is either a viral infection, it can be a fungal infection, just because these days we have gone to molecular, we have zeroed to microorganisms to macroorganisms to microorganisms. Watch it again. 12 deku. Ebintu kubira bya in big scope, katubira bira in small. They used to be there because, for example, we took a mati ensiri we kuruma ofuna malaria. Ensiri infected female anopheles mosquito. Wanga sinti buli siriye kuruma olwala malaria. As long as it is infected and when it is female, that's when you get malaria.
Buli ensiri kuruma tolwala malaria.
Not the same. It must be infected female anopheles mosquito.
Let me ask you. Nensiri walo ebera infected?
Yes. How does it become infected? When actually male mosquitoes don't spread anything. They are very fine. They
how do I differentiate?
For you, for you, your role is sleep under the mosquito net and clean the shrubs around it, prevent mosquitoes from attacking. That knowledge you need it. Because actually when they are already started to identify, but you can identify using those microscopes, how they land on the skin, and even at the larva stage you can identify. But that one leave it to us. For you will suffer for nothing. Okay. Yes. So they used to be there, but just because they used to clarify, they may be at the macroorganism stage, but now we have gone to microorganisms, to the smallest identification. You get
so ongamba boti inti infections zinzo kuba zaliwo.
Yes.
Naye ndowooza namwe mwakyusiza mu lulimi ennaku zino muzitugamba nnyo before temwazitugamba and somehow abazadde abamu naddala abakyala infection kibatabula. Tumusanzeemu infection mu musaayi. So kibatabula. Maybe mmwe mwaziro downinze ne mumanya nti no kakati bano tetutawaana na bagamba nti no infection ya gundi kuba tekituyamba. Ganjanjaba omulwadde waawone gwoba otegedde kyojjanjaba. Is that the case?
I wouldn't want to say that's clearly the case. It depends on where you go.
Okay.
Yes, it depends on which hospital you go. For example, you will not go to talking to the government hierarchy hospital. You will not go to health center too and you expect to get the same results from a referral hospital.
Yeah, that is right.
Yes. So it depends. And the other thing, the equipments are there.
Yes.
So me, when you come, for example, you find me at the health center too. You tell me, you know, MUSAWO, I've been experiencing episodes of fevers at night, some small headache, I feel like vomiting, and then I can say, oh, now, depending on what you've explained, I also ask you, do you sleep under mosquito net? Do you drink unboiled water? So, because I'm trying to differentiate, because when I ask you that do you sleep under mosquito net, I'm coming from the line of malaria. So when I ask you, are you drinking unboiled water? I'm coming from the side of typhoid. So you may not know why I'm asking you those questions. So please, when you're there, when MUSAWO asks you, mubulira amazima, tetuliba Holy Spirit, fetuja kumanya what is happening. You are going to lie, yes, and we shall give you what you've told us in response. But when you lie me I'm not. Some people don't have those machines to go and run the CBCs, the blood test. So since to the signs and symptoms you expect the person to the doctor, and the question is questioning you, will depend on that to prescribe for you medication. Okay. So go on agent, because maybe you have some shy, you don't want to speak some signs and symptoms that are affecting you.
Information
so let us be authentic.
Okay. Yes. My question is 20 downing kati ku infection mu bakyala. Bwenjoga batu manchi integeeza. Abakyala mbalaba mugenda mu masomero ne gulumaggala musomesa abaana. Engeri gy'okukwatamu mu mbeera eyo. Naye mbuuza lwaki ddala ziri nnyingi nnyo mu bakyala ennaku zino?
Ekyo ekibuuzo kirungi. Mostly ngenda ku clarifying infection they are big. Naye what is mostly common? Actually, according to the research, current research, it has been found that I think 78% of girls in schools 78% are being affected by what we call UTI, that is urinary tract infections. Now, why?
UTIs.
Yes. Majorly they are affecting the innocent and the non-innocent.
What do you mean? The innocent
and the non-innocent. Now, the innocents, we are looking at the girl who comes from a well-established home that know what to do at home and doesn't involve herself in sexual stuff.
Boyfriend issues.
You may have a boyfriend, but you're not in sexual stuff.
Okay.
You're not involved in sexual intercourse. Boyfriend is not a criminal. But what do you do with the boyfriend is what matters.
When you go beyond.
Yes. Now, those are the innocent. Now, the non-innocent are those ones that do everything. I got them non-innocent. I don't want to say commandos. You can say anyone depending. Yes. But again, I'm not supporting what you're saying, but out of experience, I've realized sometimes, some people some girls it's out of their making. Though you have a choice to make. So
it is out of
their making. Some people involve themselves, some girls involve themselves in sexual stuff. Sometimes not because of their decision, because of the environment. When you sit down and listen to those girls, you stop judging them. Though the majority have choice, they just make wrong choice. So
ogamba nti waliwo wamugenda masomero eyo waliwo abaana bowuliriza.
Yes, we see.
Are involved in boyfriend sex?
Yes.
To be direct.
Yes.
Naye nga si echoice.
Yes, si echoice nga mutufu.
Era nga naye takyagala.
Yali ku kisenge. I've listened to this girl. It's a sad story actually. She's a lady that comes from Mukono side. She happened to have a father. How I don't know when you marry my mother. Stepdad. Murugana mwaita tata womuto. Kati tata womuto baberanga wamu babera ni mama we.
Oluganda olutuufu obategeeza obulungi. Oyo mwana mujja na nnyina. Nafumbirwa mama we
nafumbirwa. Naye nga mama we ewaabwe tebalina kyebalina. Nti omwana ono ne waagamba nti nze sirina kyenjagala talina wagenda kudda. So omwana akuza alina emyaka 17. Of course agenda n'asoma ono yamuweerera stepdad we. So yatuuka akaseera nga COVID time actually. Nga I think the mother was sick. Naye COVID yamusanga nga tali waka. So it happened the man was in with the girl, and then of course the young
mama the COVID, in other words, evacuated lockdown.
Yes.
COVID lockdown byanjawo.
Yes. Lockdown we yajira. Lockdown with COVID.
Lockdown evacuated mama
yali taliwo.
Kati asigaddewo n'omuwala. Watazaala.
Yes. N'obuwala obutebaka. So I don't know what happened. Of course, people have their own issues. The guy stopped buying food at home.
The dad.
for some time, and the girl was really stuck. Remember, they were not allowed to move. And what happened? The guy conditioned the girl that, you know, if he wants to survive.
How old is the guy?
I didn't ask about the old of the dad,
Because
but he must be very old, 30 plus, 35 plus above. So he conditioned the girl that, you know, for you to have something to eat, you're going to die for me 3 days, you're doing nothing. And you remember, you have also to go back at school, still have the same person paying for your school fees. So the choice is yours. And of course, the girl first refused.
Yani woye
komuwala. The young ones, what will the young ones do? But with the same mom, same dad. But this one just didn't share the dad.
Musajja omumbatu akutte condition eriwo agikozese okubeera nga akola kyayagala.
Okitegeera. So ono nasooka n'agaana ate wayitamika omusajja came at night. She had no option. What can you do? Remember, it was wrong. Where would you run? And it didn't happen once, so it continued to happen. So after, of course, when time reached, and she was really asking, this is what we call a conflicting loyalty, actually, because she was asking, of course, after the guy paid school fees, everything normalized when when lockdown ended.
Mama
nakomao. But this one was asking, should I tell my mom? That is the first question.
Yes.
Now, that was not my answer. My answer was first go for testing. That is the first thing.
She's opening up ngolina ya.
Yes, we are only two, and she's seeking wisdom.
Muri musomero.
Yes, of course we used to have that time one-on-one. Someone share.
After teaching, you get one-on-one.
Someone is having like a condition, and then she tells you the condition, and then you try to trace back where it came from. Because the reason why she came, she was experiencing some
signs.
Yes, some signs, and a bit permanent. She was having difficulty controlling urine. I think she was developing fistula. So she was so much engaged, and she could not tell anyone. So apart from what I told her, I first told her, you know, let us first go do the testing. And of course, we know different organizations that deal with the fistulas and, you know, being an NGO. But you find in the situation that girl didn't have what to do. You understand? So why am I bringing this? When this girl came back to school, it was in her mind now. For the whole of lockdown, the guy was using the girl. The stepdad was using the girl.
The girl is young.
The girl is 17, I think she was 17, 18, around there. So sometimes they have no option. So when we go back to our mulama, the innocent and the non-innocent, they are the non-innocents. Sometimes they work on decisions are bad. Sometimes though when you have a choice, please say no. Now, okuda kumulama gwafe, UTIs, dwachi nyingi mbana, especially mbawala. Nyingi lwansonga, first of all, people don't know UTIs nga otusose katogera chechi. Urinary tract infection. Some people. N'abawala. Nafa abalenzi tuba nazo. Nga otwagambye nti abawala bali more sensitive to their bodies than
so naffe tuba nazo nate zitukuba nnyo.
Yes, zitukuba nnyo. Naye nti omwana ye walaba ekintu leero akyogera nkya naye gw'olinda mwezi. That's why treating infection in ladies, it is a bit easier than in men. Dwaki? Ebekuliddemu infection ebekuluddemu nnyo obogezezaako girwana ng'ofudde ekisiiru naye mputu si bagumu mputu mwine mputu
kwegamba bo yangu okulabika reaction yangu ate nabayangu
okudduka mu ddwaliro. So abawala wetudda ku issue ya infection zino zipreventinga in very many ways depending on what is the causative agent. Is it a bacterial infection? Is it a fungal infection? Is it a viral infection?
Those are types.
Yes, there are very many types. Now, for example, when you have, let me say, candida. When a man, actually one man can infect the whole village with candida of ladies. One man like this.
Are you sure?
Yes, and within, because the gestation period of candida, it is very short. But a man can withstand depending.
Candida?
Candida.
For how long?
I wouldn't want, it depends on the person, because the way malaria attacks me may not be the way it attacks the immunity of someone, how the body responds to the infection. But we need first to know, omuntu amanya ati nina infection. Right? Oba oli mwana muto, oba oli mukyala mukulu, oba oli mukadde. There are standards. They are what we call normal things that should be in the body of a person. For example, infection. Yes.
Specifically,
in general,
okay.
This is not the normal me.
There is a problem.
There is a problem. In a normal way, has to be with fruits. Fruits should be like water. What is the color of water? Colorless.
Clear.
It should be colorless. So anytime you experience any change in the fruits in you, in your body, anytime.
Let us be specific. In your body,
in your private part.
Definitely.
In your private part. Anytime you experience changes, first of all, in color, we said it's supposed to be clear. So the time yes. And for example, you're going to shower in the evening, or then you find some things attached to it. It can be red, it can be yellowish, it can be whitish. Just know there is a problem. Secondly, that color must be having a smell. If we say that there is no color that can be in you unless it is clear. Like the way we say, that means you're on point, you're okay. But the moment any color changes in you, there must be some smell attached to it. Yes, abnormal reactions that are affecting. Yes. Why? It's because actually most of them also experience itching. It's just because the bacteria are accumulating. They are feeding on you and you feel like you want to be removing them, so you scratch. And the other thing, sometimes they experience pain. It's just because there should be a neutrality in you. We know neutral. Because of the reactions that happen, it is the pH changes. It should be a normal pH 7. So when it changes and goes to acidic, you start feeling you can no muscle salt. So you increase the level and then you start feeling a culture. And also the other thing, they have wounds. We call them genital sores. So we both got any omusuro kukwata kubwa. Obiro ulirachi. So those are the basic signs. When you feel those signs, please go for checkup. Don't go for treatment, please. Go for checkup and you know which type of infection are you targeting. So don't go to the clinic no gamazi mumpeyo or cefroxine or mumpeyo this type of medication to go and work. You don't know what you're targeting. Go to the clinic, bakujeba msai candida. Yes, bakwendo ina candida, oba gonorrhea, oba syphilis, oba bakwedagala lyecho chenyi. That is targeting that one. You'll be fine. Na yo sanga omuntu afirinze those infection agenda kudwaliro nabagamba mmanyi mumpere nedagala weti ni wetu tetwagala kupa tuje kuwa dagala ojagendo tandiko treating gonorrhea nga kuina kandi ateka tife go tusabye dagala fetu kuweti a patient has the right nina omanyiri kati wono ina manyiri kati buza fetu kujambe ne kati go ojango omanyi tuloza nto omanyi kati fetu batukola mumuteka mukusasula ogaine treating tebiona what are you treating wasabye dagala fetu kuwa dagala. Secondly, coming to the married people, we always tell pregnant mothers around budget for antenatals to come with their husbands.
Omukyala ali mubuto. Si basajja abo gatuna banyigira. Wanje nategera tebalina awareness. Nekirala message deliverance ya message eyo mukazi wo engeri gya kugambamu baba kunonya kudwa omwami aliwa ngeno tukwe nogamba gudu nze siri lubuto disebo bagambe sijja ngene there is a way je batukwatamu abasajja ne bagamba musawo agombye sijja nawe nenja mbadde ki jangu kati go woye kati kugambe tukyata we bale nnyo kubanga kije tunonya singa awareness abasajja abakyala abo bwe bagenda okuba antenatal bagita batya before antenatal bayina emisomo nti munaleka no kabrochi wakatwalira omwami oba kanu kakole ki You think communication in most home is normal? That is the problem. It's not normal. Omuntu musanga ayogenda mukyala we. Nabalinga abayomba buli nnako. Ng'okumugamba ogenda gweno nagambye akati nizeye. Nogamba ne eddwaliro ne lifuuka eddwaliro. Naye ng'ate oluusi mba n'ensonga zammwe. So lwaki mulemerako abakyala abajje n'abaami?
Ffenna tumanyi nti omukyala wabanga ali lubuto abeera suspectable. In other words, abeera high risk of being attacked with any infection. Now, when those ladies come for antenatals, tebaminywa bunywa eddagala libawa musaayi wabula tubakebera ne tubaziyiza n'obaziyiza. For example, those UTIs. Nti babeera high chance ez'okufuna those infections. Now, kati gwe omusajja kagwejumbira obeera ewaka omukyala we n'ajja eno ne tumujanjaba ne tumuteeka ku ddagala kati tukutadde ku doozi yakugoba lemise you have candida. You get the point? Kati gwe kagwejumbira omukyala tujja muteeka ku doozi eggweko. Lwaki? Omukyala nali ku treatment naye gwe kagwejumbira ow'ewaka toli ku treatment. Ate osanga n'ebiseera ebisinga basajja fa abaleeta n'obwo obulwadde.
Lindako. Siri ku treatment. Nze ndi waka mpulira ndi fine.
Bw'owulira
sina kinnuma. Oli agambye owaye infection y'omusawo akweta. Siri mulwadde.
Kati it is very hard oba owulira owulira bulwadde because they are what you call asymptomatic infection. Doizo kuba ne infection naye nga tolina symptoms. Naye nga you can transfer them from one person to another.
Naye ng'oli better, ng'oli okay.
You may feel okay, but when you are not okay, you know there is doing something good and doing something right. Okay. Those two things are different. Now, it is very hard, and I don't believe whether it is there, because this monotemuri monte usanga ngali HIV positive or musajja ngali negative. We are talking about infections. Infections, obanga oyina candida nga webaka n'omukyala, it's very hard. Kubanga omukyala ayina gwe nga tomuyina. It's very hard because it's through fluid contact. We need to first know what is this the mechanism of transmission. Anytime we wegata n'omukyala nga ayina infection ofunirawo.
Lwaki abakyala bayisa bubi?
Buba isenga tuagambe they are very sensitive. Kati omukyala wabanga ali lubuto abeera suspectable. In other words, chances z'okufuna obulwadde ziba high. Lwaki? Immunity ye leero ekendede. Abagigaba tajjukira ne gwali mu.
Kati nze wenzija.
Kati gw'ojja ne tukukebera. We don't you see eno MUSAWO we don't take assumptions. We do practical. Tukujjako omusaayi ne tukukebera. Yes, ne tukakasa ne tugamba. So we call you to tugamba munange. Kati mbesita kagwejumbira. Oyinza okuba towulira bulwadde. Naye omukyala we tubadde tumujjanjaba nga alina obulwadde. Kati naawe tukukebedde olina obulwadde bwe. Kati tubadde tukusaba na busali. You can imagine omusawo ng'asaba bwe. Tukusaba na busali. Tukusaba na busali. Kati tutandike kweno doozi. Ono omukyala asobole okuwona. Kubanga gy'anaakoma okumira eddagala gwe nga tomira ng'ate weebaka naye tagenda kuwona. Kiringa okwoza n'omala okwoza ate onooyanekawa mu ttaka.
Kakati omutegeezezza ekintu ekyo omukubamu ekifaananyi kino. Abaami abamu tetulina maka gamu. Maama Nalumansi yagenze mu ddwaliro bye bampise mu ddwaliro. Maama Nalumansi ngenze. Maama Nalumansi mugambi bwayi ndiki nti bakujjanjabe. Naffe batujjanjabe. Olinga ngamba ne bali bakyala bange abalala nabo mbagabe waayi bafunye dda obuzibu. Mugende babaweki. Bwekiri
option olina bbiri. Esooka kwe kugamba abakyala bo bonna ne genda ku treatment.
Oba musawo ne ddwaliro lya muyinza okugwanga abaliggala ku
teri asobola
omuntu obakwata tomanyi bakyala bange.
Kale option esooka ayinza option ey'okubiri. Option ey'okubiri ono ali lubuto. Muweemu akabanga gira gwe obuzabuliza ku bano.
Ali lubuto.
Muweemu akabanga.
Yakakuwadde. Ayinza okuba yagamba gundi oliwa.
Kisoboka. And it's a dialogue. It's a family. You know these days kati wetuli ebintu wetwatuuka mu generations zetuli musize byakaya na bintu bya.
So we muweemu akabanga ye ne bamujjanjaba nga nange banzijanjabi. Wemanyi nina omulala tamumanyi. N'oli akabanga kukayina kye kawonya.
Kati ku kibuuzo ky'ombuuliza waliwo yawandiise kanaakantu katambula ku social media muyinza okuva mu akalabye. Guy yawandiise n'agamba nti you people who are bringing maids at home, make sure you test them HIV. Because when you don't test them for HIV, they'll infect you guys and you guys you infect your ladies, and your ladies will infect us. Are you seeing the mechanism of transmission? Ngakudiremu. I'm aligning with what you're saying.
abakozi bamene abakazi akole emizeji
emizeji let us be real. Emizeji whether we allow or not, what you have to do is to stand on our values, as I've already said. Omusajja yagamba gobo leta bidiwo mukebere HIV kwa obatu mukebedde agenda kulwaza bawo kati bawo wana amalungulwa ate alwaza omukazi we ati wana balwaza omukazi we ataja omukazi wa jalwaze
oyo mundu nganga yakoze ekizibu.
So what was he trying to mean? Actually it looks like fun, but he was communicating something. There's nothing that comes out of the book.
Meaning sexual network.
That's what I'm relating. Go omuchalo mwali rubuto nengo ine yabalala 10 abatali rubuto. So you either test your maid relating to this ono muchara genda babakebere mwina babiri babateke ku dozi oba wabateka ku dozi bano 10 besonywe bera nono worubuto oba ono worubuto mwesonywe
bera na 10 awo nyini nga tugenze maaso mu masomero muno wagambye 78% abawala balwadde.
They have infections.
Are you telling me 78% abali mu gundi bali sexually active?
Kati nziza ye kina yogedde the innocent and the non-innocent. We talked about the non-innocent. We didn't talk about the innocent. Now innocent bano betwaga nti bava mu maka nga bali bulungi, they know what they do, but they don't have knowledge about the transmission of the infection. How? Omwana jagenda averi na akulabye mu kibunya nga ye ali kumulamwa abakuita kubeera kumulamwa nga amanyi everything naye nga is having an infection. Aje
tegeza nga amanyi everything
nga amanyi nga she does sex and she thinks she's okay. Yes, and she of course there's a way when you continue to do something, sometimes you start taking it to be normal. But when it is not normal. So there are those girls that are there. I know they are there. We speak to them, of course, try to change them and bring them to normality. But that girl will go to school. Your girl, go kuzizo bulungi, amanyi values ze, ngari protected, is also going to the same school.
Agenda mu kisulo.
Yes, agenda mu kisulo. Parking de buli kimu.
Akitabere n'abo abavude mu kiwunya.
So, somero katogo. But the innocent girl doesn't know what to do. For example, ono omwana avudde mu kiwunya somewhere ajagenda afuke ku toy. I always emphasize on this thing. Some things temwetaga na musomesa bibagamba. You just need to be conscious about your life. Ono omwana ajja kujja afuke ku toilet. Are infected. Afuke ku toilet. Gwe kamama obadde weekuumye, you've not done anything bad. You know all. You iron your panties. You make sure you're on point. Now you're going to sit on the same toilet. But because of your ignorance, let me say these pit latrines. Ojagenda mu kifo ky'oku urinating in a whole direct, you're going also to urinate on top. Where the infected one urinated too. That flashback of the urine, the moment it touches on the infected one and it flashes back to you, you cannot survive.
Wait, I need to be clear there.
Yes.
When you are urinating, yeah? Are you telling me when it flashes back
on you? Yes.
Over this connection from where you are urinating, and that connection from up to the ground, connecting a bacteria. Over a man splashing and ne got the jolly. Over ne got the jolly. Ofuna over infected.
Now I come back the reason one was a watch our child single cover infection of single. Omusajja kizibu nnyo ku urinating awantu omusolo ne gulifracting about ne gukuyikira ku your private parts. It's very hard kubanga you understand how we urinate, but the woman has to squat. So most of the pressure, so all those splashes were above kanga kukomawo. Yes, you can clean, you can wipe yourself, but you've not removed everything. So the point is just be conscious about your life. Get up toilet if it is there. target the whole, because you don't know someone who urinated there previously. Tomanya ni yakamara kufuka chiyalwadde.
So first thing, mutuka kutoyi ifuna amazi.
If it is this flush toilets, cleaning, there are always those TP, toilet paper, cleaning around. Sometimes there are those fancy toilets, you have those sprays, the anti-infection, you just spray around and flush the water which is there, it goes. Let the new water come.
Gamba, omukyala yenna waba nga ali keen wagenda sitama.
Yes.
Agezaako okuziyiza ebintu ebyo.
Yes.
Naye ate nze wembanga nkoze ebyo byonna. Nkirinize ko njiye amazzi. Tewali chances ziyinza kumpa infection yawo.
On that particular point, you've minimized the chances. I wouldn't want to say there are no chances, because you cannot count anything that is going to come back, or you don't know how you're going to clearly wipe, or which antiseptic are you going to use, whether it is 100%. But the point is you're reducing, you're minimizing, yes, the levels of exposure.
What if I have my sanitizer?
That one is good.
When
spray around, yes,
I clean.
Now there you're on point. That is the antiseptic I'm talking about. You spray around, wipe using a tighter, flush the water which you found there, because you don't know. Some of us men come urinate in that water, then go without even splashing. So when for you come, you think it is clear. Someone once said, if you to drink anything in a water bottle, thinking it is water in Uganda here, so the same thing. You look at it when it is clear and you think it is pure water, but you don't know the infection load that is there. So flush that water to go. Let the new one come, and then you can sit on that one. Secondly, also women, just for us men, we can put on our boxers for the whole week without even washing. I'm not lying, you know.
Wow. Is it a very
good
advice?
It is a bad advice, but what I'm trying to relate with women. Women, even if you're washing it every day, first, you know, there's what you call the level of exposure.
Tuli kubo to preventing.
Yes. As our focus in Grumagar, we focus majorly on preventive measures. Yes, because prevention is better than cure. Curative is very expensive. Now prevention, when you prevent when things have not yet worsened, so we are saying there are other things that you can do to prevent yourself from having those infections. First, have you washed your knicker? Yes. Where have you hanged it? It is also important to note what to ionize nikayo. Hang it in sunshine. Why?
What would you go
day? Hang it in sunshine, because we want to kill the bacteria. Secondly, where do you iron? Please iron on the lowermost part. To iron again wagula plastic. The next day you will need 4 people to fit in it. So you need to iron it once, and that's the part that really touches to where the infection spreads.
So we must decide to say karabunji.
But I say karabunji, Bruce Gorora, and avoid putting on wet knickers, because you increase the chances of transmission.
Abana bano masomero tulaba nti nno tunagenda mu maka nabengenda obuuza ebibuuzo tulaba nti abaana bano masomero naffe twasomera mu bisulo. Sharing was something kyolina kubanga mubamu bakyalibo bakwano bagambe saati yo sina saati abaana bano bwe baba sharinze kiba kitya kubanga okimanyi wabeerako mu body empale yo teyakaze nzinyanula n'engenda ondaba mukomawo.
Now actually we even steal those t-shirts yo bewedde actually bakwita kugula wa neighbor naye nga weekuziza naye kugula wa neighbor. First of all, it is a bad habit. Why don't you keep your things clean? Why don't you do timely management of yourself? Second, in case you have not, please don't share what you call underwears. Don't share underwears. Don't share innerwears. Innerwears, I mean your panties, your vests, your bra. You understand? Those things, because they are private.
And you know,
they are yours. They are attached to your body. You understand what I mean? First of all, give them that respect. Because they only keep where you only know. Because you don't know that thing you're borrowing from your friend. What is affecting that guy? That guy may be having ringworms. You left home when you're okay. Just because you borrowed. You don't know that girl, the type of infection is having. You don't know what is there. We've experienced a lot of examples of girls. Ayagenda ne yewola kumune nikange ye nga alaba ziri mpya nnyo nena afuna infection nga it has become resistant and the girl is on medication. So just be conscious of your life. Be mindful. Don't share in a way as
kugamba nacho chenyini kibongera okubanga balwala.
Yes.
Nsobola okujoza nenjanika nekala nesigalanga erina bacteria.
Yes, it can be there. And when I it depends on the immunity. Embiri jafete jifanga gata. Mulimo omuntu ntoli omukuba oliboti azimbirawo. Mulimo oli nga nebo omukuba boti wali kijja. So goyinza kwanga immunity ye very weak. Nga my minimum immunity is your maximum. So have yours, even if we have two. It's just a matter of being conscious. You know what to do at the right time. You know, this one. Yes. Just being responsible about your life.
Ekibuuzo kyembuuza tuli ku bakyala awo. Abakyala biwabeera nga exposing off empale. Kubanga okyogedde ekiraba bwendi nti oyinza okuba nga era tozooza bulungi era nga nawe tufuddeeyo. Bwe nkwata empale ezo nenzikwata zonna bwendi nenzisuula negamba kandeete empya.
Now, the answer to that, I cannot specify time. Why? If you've been so observant, me, I've been observant because I'm a doctor and I see many of them. Ladies always have their knickers are numbered according to days. You find someone is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, most of them. But there are those that have only 2. There are those that have a dozen. Ngomusanga nti mwezi olusa jambala mu mulundi kuno oweeri okitegere oba n'osanga nti oli ayina bikitegeeza nti oluvannyuma lwa buli lunaku aba ayina okujambala. So the level and the time of exposure should be different, but the key point is, are you keeping it clean? Are you ironing it? Are you hanging it?
Even if you have to. Minebiri zange naye nzoza nezikala nenzigolola newe nino zigo.
Yes, until you yourself think
ndiziguze
agenda kujja kugambe nti you start yekuze gikyuse. It is
obango kirabirira bulungi. Pose ngekituli kizze wange.
Ate ne wato kirabirira bulungi ne kadiyo era omanya nti katika nke kaseera nkole ki?
Kwegamba empale sibwe buzibu
but
abazikozesa buzibu.
Yes, empale tezirina buzibu abazikozesa be balina obuzibu.
So nze ndowooza bwenti mu baana baffe bano nga bali mu bibiina bino ba oluusi ebyo batamanyi.
Yes.
Kikoma ku mpale nti empale bwemba sizishalinze nzaanika nzigolola kikoma ku mpale kati nga wagambe 70%, 78 is too big.
Yes. Too big. And including the young ones, not only the old ones, including the young ones.
Webanga empale zange nze nkoze kyoyagala mba safe kikoma ku mpale.
There are very many things that bring infection. Okusoka kwa byonna twagambye what you put on innerwears. Mwemuja empale, mwemuja vesting out tugambye. Then twogera ku also being conscious of cover.
Yeah.
Right? So even in your hostels, first of all, what did you do? Abana masomero, we know they involve themselves in sexual intercourse. Some. But I repeat what I always tell those girls, and I repeat it here on the social media platform. As long as you know you're still in your father's house, as long as you know your father is somewhere working for you to survive at school, where you are. As long as you know kewe kukuba kewe oba mukitegere obeera nga toyinaamu n'okubira mami ali eri ali mu kulima nga abone gw'oli ku ssomero twagala nagenda mu kirasi oli mu balenzi as long as you know ntoyo goli naye bwova waawo tasobola kukulanirira as long as you know oyakusigudde tosobola mutwala n'omulaga bazaddebo nti banange ntuuse naye togeza abstain from sex. Abstain from, in big letters, abstain, because everything rotates around sex. Some girls, hey, for us we are in safe days. What extra one you can't, hey. I think these are my 3 safe days. My sister, they are no safe days.
Dr. G, Ogamba, to what safe days are you sure?
Omanyi, Magamba, nantabulirwa.
Yasabala wabumba.
Omuntu omu yakinyonyodde kye kitegeeza. Bagenda ne bagamba omusajja.
Kayemba.
Baguyita Kayemba. Ngamba Kayemba. Teyangamba erinnya.
Era bagamba Kayemba nantabulirwa.
Ate Kayemba ne Kayemba.
Yawumbe eryato ly'emu.
Eryato ligenda ku mazzi. N'abagamba nze Kayemba. Mbumbidde amaato wano myaka n'emyaka. Mungamba mutya ndisobola kukola eryange lijagenda. Bweyatuuka mu makati g'omwogo ekyo kyabutuuka.
Eryato lyasaanuuka.
Kati bw'oba oli eyo mukyala oba muwala gwe ng'oli eyo. There are no absolute safe days. But there are days when a woman is more fertile and there are days when a woman is less fertile. When is a woman more fertile? When you're tending to your ovulation, when you're tending to your peace, to your menstrual flow, you're very fertile because the egg is tending to is actually in circulation and the body is ready. Oh, first of all, you need to first know what is ovulation. Church to go menstrual cycle. Or chichi baita menstrual period. Ngabo ogamba. Oko periods in a month obe ensonga z'abakyala. Now, ensonga z'abakyala chichi. When you finish your first day as periods, your body coordinates. Watch it again. What do I mean coordinates? Building up, coordinating different hormones that are within you. Now, those hormones work together, preparing your uterus. You understand? Or receiving the fertilized egg. Now, when the days end, those hormones that have been feeding that layer, which was put, it's called endometrium layer, which was put within your uterus to help you receive the egg. Because in the preparation, the endometrium layer is composed of blood, a lot of blood, of course, containing a lot of nutrients that are going to feed the egg that is coming, that is fertilized. Now, what happens? When the days end, the hormones that are holding that layer die. Now, when they die, why did they die? Because they prepared themselves to receive the egg. But they have a period, a particular time with feed those hormones. So that means this layer has to come out. So when it starts to come out, boom, when those ones die, now this layer comes out. Now the first drop you see, about that endometrium layer leading off. People always ask themselves, hey, preeclampsia, zinuma. Now there are chemical reactions that take place within you. So when those layers,
ziba solid before ndinezisanuka.
No. It's like nga wengambe nti katugeze okute ng'omufaliso n'oteekamu amazzi. Naye ng'omufaliso gukutudde ne mubaamu something that is holding it.
Okay.
But when that thing that holds it with adhesive force together gets off, Kachino, this one comes out. Now when it is coming out, there are chemical reactions that happen within it that I may not explain here. Yes, they help your uterine walls contract so that it can easily expel this layer outside. So in the process of contracting to expel this layer out, you feel those cramps.
Mu Luganda bakiyita kukamula.
What is not supposed to be there. Only if, when you're pregnant, when you have sex with someone and then the egg comes, that's why pregnant people don't experience periods. Because the layer received what it was, what it had prepared itself. So it feeds it and then develops it too.
Olwo cramps zino zikuluma olw'okuba Njita n'abaana. N'abaana eri
ebiruldingibwa mu n'abaana.
Eri mu kunyiga kujja mu leeya eri. Etali siivinze fertilized egg.
Yes.
Kati awo n'owulira obulumi naye nga it is normal.
It is normal. As long as it is not affect your activities of daily living. What do I mean? When you experience those cramps and they are not affecting your activities of daily living. Activities of daily living, I mean, overdolima tosobodde genda kulima
okulemesa emirimu
bulijjo gy'okola. There you can go for a painkiller. Yes. Obeere nga, in other words, you're not doing your activities of daily living. Bulijjo by'obadde okola. Then there you can go for any pain. Then withstand the pain. It's just 4 3 days depending, and then it will go off. Now going back to the safe days. Now I see there are no absolutely safe days. Why? Because according actually to the research that has been released, safe days, the writer safe days, they are 4 3 after you calculating 10 days and then 14. You know what I'm talking about. But why am I saying there are no absolute safe days? It's because there's no one who has ever expected safe days that are more than 4. Bagamba, safe days are zibiri satu kale kinene nyo banya. But now tesukanya. But do you know why you get pregnant? It's because when Mary aliye yamaze kusala no rose of safe days zo ogenda gendo meeting Peter. And Peter is going to have live sexual.
Leader kukatimbuza. Oyogera mu period ya safe days ezinenya.
Katugeze.
Mary atega amanya ali safe.
Yes. Amanyire days zange nyanzi baze bulungi ndi safe within 4 days.
Ngeze kulaba Peter.
And we have taken assumption.
Mary ali safe olusoka.
Yes, katweza ali kulusooka. Ali safe. We have taken assumption.
Yes.
Nti mweze nakunya ali kunaku olusoka agenze kulaba Peter. Take assumption that yes, it's true, safe days are there. But I'm going to show you that they are not going to be true. It will be by chance. Yes, we are taking assumption. They are not there. Now, gendo labe Peter on your first day.
No.
You have sex with Peter. You enjoy and do everything. Now, you're remaining with 3. Now, Peter is going to put his sperms in you. You get the point?
Yes.
Now, those sperms,
because
you think you're safe and you don't want to use any protection, and for you think you are safe. Now, Peter is going to put sperms in you that can last for more than 6 days.
Wait. Inside
you, Mary
asobola okuba ne
sperms za Peter nga zikuli mukaga nga ziri munda. Yes. Wamanga. So we are taking an assumption. So, my dear, as you go,
meaning no are safe.
You are not safe. You still have the other 2 days to be pregnant. Since of course there are those things, there are a lot of factors that are related to that.
What brings that? How can people are
different and they have different morphology inside there. There are those, that's why you can be having, there are couples that always do sex all the time they want, but they never have the child. There are a lot of factors. It can be sperm count, it can be the physical makeup, the morphology of the woman, or the morphology. There are a lot of factors. So for you may be there when you're married and you think you have 4 days, but when you are well inside, the acidity is okay, everything is okay.
You are ready for pregnancy.
You are not ready because you think you are inside. Yes, inside you are ready for pregnancy. But outside you don't ready. Safe. My sister, you're going to be pregnant and you'll be a wise kid.
What is safe days?
There are no absolute safe days. Just a chance. Chance janti olusi ohave sex n'omuntu nga sperm count yetewera safe olusi nobanga gwe kenyini your environment inside doesn't favor the sperms of the man to move through and then meet the egg. There are a lot of factors. In other words, you are lucky
for that
thing. But the other time, my dear, There are no absolute safe days. And there are this also thing I could have also to add to women. Abashali mbele babera batugamba. Nze musawo nali nyonsa omwana yasooka. Ne muyonsa na muspacinga bulungi. Naye no wokubiri
nkiwulire ekyo.
Ono wokubiri mbadde naye myezi 3 ate nkyamuyonsa ndaba ndi lubuto. Ate ngamanyi nze ne controllinga nga nyonsa ye family planning yange. My sister, my brother.
Okukigaziya bakyala bangi bagamba. Ye waba ayonsa tafuna lubuto.
Yes.
Era nti woba oyonsa abamu bagikozesa nga
family planning
method. Gyoyogerako.
Nkyengezako kwenyini okwogerako. Naye tekyawuka najo ne kino kyembadde njogerako. Nti buli wobanga oyo buli womala okuzaala n'otandika okuyonsa. Hormones is controlling formulation of the endometrium layer the nayogedde eri wansi. They are being suppressed by the hormones that produce milk for the baby. Naturally, you have no control over it. You're producing a matter, not inhibiting a production of those hormones is building up that endometrium layer. Without that endometrium layer, there is no fertilization.
So, when all okuyonsa kwo tofuna lubuto ngoyonsa.
Yes, so there are chances, but it is always mostly in 4 weeks, 2-3 months. But when a baby, and it is also actually regularly, you feed breastfeed every after 4 hours, minimum every after 4 hours. There you have high chance. I'm talking about chances. You have high chances. I want to be very clear. I don't want someone to be pregnant there. I want to have we know. We are talking about chances. When you are
chances chetegeza. Mu busawo mu mechanism y'omubiri mulimu chances.
No, they are. Yes, they are there. Actually, it is true they are there. Why am I saying they are there? Wowanga oyonsa every day, every hour. You do what you've been told by a doctor. There are high chances that you will achieve the positive results. If you don't, you see there are high chances of getting negative results. So I'm talking about when you breastfeed in the time we are telling you, there are high chances that you will not be pregnant.
So that muzanyira ku chances ezo.
No. That's why I'm here to clarify that gotobera onogama the family planning yange yonsa. I'm talking about you do it but no it. In case it happens, your chances were high after doing ABCD.
Okay.
The moment the kids start to eat or feed on different things, and you reduce the rate of breastfeeding, what does that one mean? That the hormones that have been producing milk have been reduced. So the hormones that are responsible for formulation of the layer down there now have increased.
Reproduction.
That means the chances of you being producing again or being pregnant again have risen up.
So awo oyinza okugamba nti no omusawo aba akuteeseteese bulungi ng'oyonsa mu time gy'akugamba.
Yes, chances ziba
naye
teweeyibaala
era oyinza okubikola era n'ofuna olubuto.
Actually olaba ne zino as a message of family planning bagamba it's 98%. Where is the thing?
Bindako
90%.
Nemumpa akaweta kamwe.
Tukugamba
98, not 100.
There is nothing which is 100%.
So abatulaba banaye ku bwino tubagamba nti no ebintu ebisinga tubyogerako wano oli nalabanga abadde abimanyi naye ate byetaaga okunyonyola nga abakugu we babeera era buli lunaku lwe tuleeta omuntu n'atusomesa naffe tuyiga nammwe ne muyiga era ssebo njagala oyogera obugambo nga busatu bubiri tusibula abantu baffe.
Neyanziza nnyo bwino fena katuyige bwino
Grumagal mugenda wa
Grumagal we deal in different things. For example, we do major health education, we do empowerment, but we do it in schools, communities, what we call ladies clubs, and we partner with different well-wishers that are having the same vision, that support the vision, to reach out to the message. Our girls, our ladies that are out there. What is the message? The message about health. Why did we choose? We are doing even empowerment, but why did we choose health? There is nothing and there is no one who can achieve any goal in their life when it's not health.
That is right.
Health is the only device we need to achieve what we need in life. So we've suffered a lot with people from Christmas. Please, they say don't drink and drive, but I'm changing it. Don't drive and drink, because you always do what they said. Don't drink and drive.
So you drive.
Let me drive as I'm drinking. Please, omwengete kukutegerera kukutegerere. Nebyokulya byonna. These are usual things. Don't eat. Don't surprise so much your intestine that they fight back. No, let us be calm and do the usual shit. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Thank you very much.
Bannede tugenda kuvaawo era twagaliza abantu bonna omwaka ogujja owa Christmas ennungi. Naye kyaliwo tukolera kiri eki? Subscribing, sharing, kagabe information eno jiwe munno. Abazadde abasinga ebintu ebino webiti tebalina budde byogerako. Tuba tebalina knowledge eyo. Ne bwe olabye nga kano, ng'olabye nga clip kano ketukoze baka video. Bw'okongerayo bw'okaweereza omwana wo oyinza okusevinga bingi nnyo naye olusi byabadde tamanyi.
Ate n'atubuuza.
Yes.
Asobola okuddamu wali ku channel yaffe n'akomentinga.
Nti wagambe bwoti then tukomawo. Mululi bwe tukomawo etakolinga ebibuuzo ebyo ne issues tugamba tukusuubira okuba nga naawe osobola otuwabula.
Yes.
Bwe tugenze wrong. Mwebale nnyo tukomyawo.